안녕하세요. 더반포유학그룹 대표 벤자민 유입니다. 오늘 저희가 소개해드릴 학교는 입시 결과보다 어디에 있는 학교인가가 먼저 눈에 띄는 학교입니다. 이 학교를 이해하려면 합격률보다 먼저 이 학교가 자리한 공간과 분위기부터 봐야 합니다. Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, 줄여서 SCH는 펜실베니아주 필라델피아의 대표적인 주거지역이자 교육도시로 알려진 체스넛 힐 한가운데에 위치해 있습니다. 이 지역은 오랫동안 학문적 전통과 공공 리더십, 그리고 강한 커뮤니티 문화로 유명한 곳이죠. SCH 역시 그런 지역의 분위기 속에서 오랜 시간 학문적 우수성과 혁신을 동시에 쌓아온 학교입니다. 공부만 잘하는 학생이 아니라 인성과 창의성, 그리고 현실 세계와 연결된 배움을 중요하게 여기는 교육을 해왔고, 졸업생들은 의학, 공학, 비즈니스, 공공 분야, 예술 등 다양한 영역에서 리더로 성장해왔습니다. 이처럼 전통은 지키되 멈추지 않고 앞으로 나아가는 흐름, 바로 이 균형이 SCH를 경험하는 핵심이라고 할 수 있습니다. 오늘 이 이야기를 함께 나눌 분은 Springside Chestnut Hill Academy의 입학 등록 총괄 디렉터 케이티 프리랜드 선생님이십니다. 케이티 선생님은 정말 독특한 이력을 가지신 분이에요. 필라델피아 미술관에서 10년 넘게 교육자이자 프로그램 디렉터로 일했고, 현재는 필라델피아 아동병원 재단이사회 부의장으로도 활동하고 있습니다. 게다가 어린이 책을 2권이나 쓴 작가이시기도 합니다. 하지만 무엇보다 중요한 점은 케이티 선생님은 4명의 자녀를 둔 학부모님이시라는 점입니다. 자녀분들 모두가 SCH를 다녔거나 지금도 SCH에 재학 중이죠. 교육자이자 지역사회의 리더, 그리고 학교를 직접 경험한 학부모로서의 시선까지 케이티 선생님께서는 입학을 누구보다 입체적으로 바라보는 분입니다. 케이티 선생님, 오늘 함께 해주셔서 정말 감사합니다. Katie, thank you for joining us today.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So start us off, the first question I have for you is, SCH has had a long institutional history and is deeply rooted in Chestnut Hill. How does the school's location and history shape the culture students experience today?
Yeah, so SCH is a 150-year-old institution, and it was founded by the family that founded the Pennsylvania Railroad. So like the big family in really America built Chestnut Hill and the school and the whole region as a vacation community for the rich. Our building was built as a fancy hotel. It's now been turned into our school. And everything around it is kind of set up for something to be idyllic and beautiful and convenient with all the things that one could dream of, whether it's, the country club activities or the restaurants and shops, all to be within walking distance. If you imagine Chestnut Hill, a school that's deeply enriched in a prestigious history, and our students who go to school today, they know that they're part of a long arc of that tradition. So when a student studies in our library, they're studying in the same library that someone who won a Nobel Prize in chemistry in the 1930s studied in. The original coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, which is one of Philadelphia's great football teams, was a student in 1915. So I say that because when a student sits and walks through our hallways, they know that they're part of this long tradition, and they feel deeply connected to the alums that went there, who are both engaged today. It's more than just being a student. It's about being a leader in your community and in societies.
SCH has an extensive alumni and parent network that spans Philadelphia civic leadership, professional sports, academia, and business, including politicians, leaders in the Phillies organization, professors at the University of Pennsylvania and Drexel University, and senior leadership and companies like Urban Outfitters. How does that network show up meaningfully for students?
Oh my gosh, so true, and in so many ways. So you mentioned the Philadelphia Phillies. Sam Fold, who's a GM of the Phillies, also a former player. It's not just that he hosted our baseball fundraiser this year at the stadium. It's also that our a cappella group sings at an opening game. Every single month, we have a current parent or an alum come and do a speaker series at lunch about leaders in their field. Last month, we had a woman who is the head of global supply chains for Aramark, talking about supply chains over the holidays. The month before, we had the founder of a new brand at Newly which is part of Urban Outfitters' larger corporate conglomerate of brands, speak about what it was like to launch a new label. The month before that, we had a dad who founded a company called Hotel Tonight that he sold to Airbnb, talk about both founding in that company and the 3 companies he did before that didn't work out and the lessons he learned from it. So if you launch a business at school, you get a mentor in industry to support you. If you're looking for a summer program, our parent and alumni network are there to help you with that. It's they're rooting for you your whole life. It's not just about the 4 years you're at school, it's the whole journey.
So SCH welcomes students from all around the world. So what does the first few months look like for international students socially and emotionally once they arrive?
When you're an international student, you're not separate or othered. You're just part of our community. So you have everything that I just described is you have access to. When a student arrives, I'm going to even go back before they arrive. So after a student is admitted, we then start the onboarding process of welcoming you into our community. So you will have a Zoom conversation with our international student coordinator that is with all the international students that are joining. And it's a small community because the bulk of your friends are going to be all the American students that you're going to build, but we also want you to have your own community. You'll get an academic advisor. That advisor is with you for all 4 years of high school, and so that advisor will talk to you as you're heading in and kind of check in on you about your classes. You'll certainly have access to me all through this. We'll keep on communicating all the way before your arrival. When you arrive, then we'll do international student orientation starts before regular student orientation. So that's that time for you to meet other students, to learn a little bit about what's life is like, and ask any questions that you want to ask. That's for a few days. Then you get a weekend break, and then we go into 9th grade student orientation. So that's all the things that every other student is getting. We want to give that plus. There's something also really important to mention, which is that our head of school, Dr. Steve Drugan, comes from international schools. So he spent 27 years abroad. He formerly was the superintendent of American School of Dubai, and before that was at Jakarta GIST Intercultural School and American School of Milan and Munich. So he really cares deeply about the expat experience and wanting to make sure that our international students feel really folded into the community. So he also does a bunch of things with the students and with families that are moving from all over. And it's, I think, really comforting to know that your head of school, the top leadership, is someone who knows what it feels like to move to a new country and settle in, and who understands on a very personal level what it's like to be an international student.
So, there's nothing for the international students or their families to worry about. You have to create this very inclusive environment for these newcomers?
Well, as a mom, I would say it's your nature to worry as a parent if you're sending your kids abroad, of course. But I think more than anything, what I want people to know is that, in addition to the whole community to support you, I'm there to support you. For our international students, I throw a party at my house the first week that they arrive as part of their orientation process, not at school, at my home, with my dog, at my pool, because I want them to know that I'm there for them and that I view them as an extension of my family too.
That's very reassuring.
Yeah.
So what strengths do international students bring that enrich the SCH classroom experience?
We truly believe and know that our SCH community is enriched by having international students there, for having a global perspective. So SCH, we're a highly sought after school. So we've already received 487 applications for next school year. It's not that I need students in Korea to fill my spots. It's really more that I flew all the way over here because I know, and our head of school knows, that all of our students are enriched from being part of an international community, from having a global perspective, from having conversations with someone who's walked a different path than you've walked. So it's something that we highly value. Our international students are very popular at school. Everyone's popular because we're a friendly place, but to have an international friend at your dinner table, to hang out with them on the weekends, everybody wants that. They want to be part of the larger global world and economy. We know that our international students bring so much. We also know that they bring skills. They start clubs that we didn't have. We have a ping pong club because international students started it. We have a Rubik's Cube club because international students started it. They bring their own, the exposures to different types of food, different types of community, different traditions. We love it all. We want all of it.